Hey, what's up, Rise of Kingdoms? It's Bye here with another Commander tier list video. Today we'll talk about Nevsky. Okay, so last video I talked about Joan of Arc Prime. So today we'll talk about Nevsky and then we'll give him score and we'll see if he better than Joan of Arc Prime or not. So let's go right into the video about Zit Commander here. Let me put him somewhere below here. Let me scroll all the way down here. All right. So once again, we'll rate the commander based on open field, 1 versus 1, CD Hop, Rally, Garrison, Arc of Osiris, Sunset Canyon, and we'll give him an overall score. So let's talk about open field, right? I think open field, in terms of open field, I think Nevsky is pretty strong. Very strong single DPS commander, right? 2300 skill damage, with like a very strong debuff here. If you play with like multiple marches on the field, right? If you swarm the enemy down, the enemy gonna take very big defense down. 20% attack bonus, 20% march speed bonus, and 20% health bonus when he out of alliance territory. So which is work most of the time, right? And this one also work in Arc of Osiris as well because you are out of alliance territory. So very tanky, right? Cavalry defense 20%, 10% damage bonus, and take 5% reduced damage from surrounded targets, right? So let's say if any target gets surrounded, then they will deal less damage to Nevsky, which is very good. And make him even tankier. His 4 skill is very strong. I think his 4 skill is by far one of the best skill in the game right now. When triplet basic commander considered only cavalry units, skill damage is increased by 25%. Skill damage is increased by an actual 35% for 4 seconds upon casting an active skill. This effect can trigger at most 1 every 5 seconds. Right. So this one will affect will have a very strong effect on the second commander. Okay. So it could be either him second commander or another skill damage commander second to him can have a crazy amount of skill damage boost, can go up to like 60%, which is crazy. If you have a Joan of Arc Prime, I mean she might be even able to take advantage of this 60% skill damage bonus, right, for a second. So very strong, very strong skill damage boost here. With his expertise, Triplet Basic Commander deal 5% increase normal attack damage and gain 10% chance increase health of cavalry unit by 30% for 3 seconds when attacked. This effect can trigger at most once every 5 seconds. Again, sorry, another one with like anti-swarm here. If you get swarmed, you get more health. So in terms of open field, I think he's very strong. The only things that kind of like put him kind of a little bit behind some of the late commander like Joan or like Sepio on the field is that he can only do a single damage, right? So I wouldn't give him a 10, but I would definitely give him a 9.5. Just because he does not have that skill damage. AoE skill damage. Okay. So 9.5 is the score that I gave to him. Right here. Right, maybe make it a little bit bigger. What is a 24? Okay, let's make it 24 as well. 24 here. Font size 24. And noble. Okay. So that is fix up the format a little bit, guys. Okay, so that is the first score for open field, right? 9.5. Just because he does not have that AoE skill damage. In 1v1, right? In 1v1 situation, I would say right now Nevsky is definitely the strongest commander when it comes to 1v1. I think very high single damage with very nice stats increase, like 2300 skill damage. You won't get the defense debuff in a 1v1, but still you will still get a very high amount of skill damage. Very nice stat increase here, right? Cavalry attack bonus 20%, cavalry health bonus 20%. Because usually in like a 1v1, if you wanna fight 1v1 with someone, you'll be fighting outside of alliance territory. Carry defense bonus 20%, right? Very, very nice stat increase, right? Crazy, crazy amount of stat increase, and very, very nice amount of skill damage increase. So, in like a 1v1 fight, I think I would say Nevsky is definitely the king of a 1v1 fight right now. So I would give him a 10 in like a 1v1. CD hopping, right? Let's talk about CD hopping here. CD hopping, he's okay. I mean, like, he's not perfect. He doesn't have a very, very high count attack damage bonus like Pakal or Chromatel, or very, very high attack like Hero, right? That is when you can get some really, really nice amount of like kill if your commanders have very, very nice amount of counter attack damage. But I think with his stat, with his base stat here, as I mentioned, he's a very, very good 1v1 commander. So like, depending on some situation, he can work pretty well. Let's say if it's like a one market outside of your city, and then you want to do a 1v1, you can bring Nevsky out with another skill damage commander, and you can hit on that target, or you can just city hop, quickly like chasing after the target when they kind of like walking to your city. A very, very nice, very, very nice single target DPS here, right? And if you can put him with another like nice AoE damage commander, he can dish out some damage. But is he perfect for city hopping? I wouldn't say he's perfect for city hopping. I would say I would give him like a 7 or 8. So I will give him like a 7.5 for city hop. He is solid. He could be used for city hop, but he's not at the level of like broken like Pakal, Hero, or Chromatel here, right? I guess you could use him with Attila. I think Attila Nevsky could work. Yeah, I think Attila Nevsky could work, right? Depend on the commander who you pairing him with. Maybe I'll give him an 8. Okay, an 8, right? Because he can work with some commander, can be solid like a city hopping commander. In terms of rally, right, I think right now, I think as you can see a lot of KvK. I think when it comes to like cavalry rally, I think you guys see Nevsky all the time. I mean, like, you would at least see like 8 out of 10 rally using Nevsky. Okay, so I think he's definitely one of the rally meta commander right now. Okay, so I'll give him a 10. I don't think any other I don't see any like other commanders that can beat him in a rally right now. I think right now Attila Nevsky is a very, very good pair for rallying. I was seeing a couple of people using Nevsky and Joan of Arc Prime as well. I think because he's a very, very high single DPS commander, he's bringing a lot of skill damage increase, and he also tanky. Like, he can do very, very well against counter rally. So very, very good one. Garrison. Okay, so Nevsky. I've seen many people using Nevsky for Garrison. If you're looking at the new commanders, right? Jack Hands. Sometimes people using him with Garrison as well. Most of his skill can work in structure as well. There is no skill that's saying that he has to be on the field. The only issue with him is that one of his skill, he need to have 100% cavalry, right? So when Chup Lab Basic Commander consist only of cavalry, so like for using him in a garrison, there is a condition for him to excel in a garrison. That is that you need to have a 100% cavalry. Even even like a 1 infantry get in there will mess up his entire skill kit. Okay, so he is a very, very solid garrison, but there is a condition that you need everybody in your kingdoms kind of like know what to do and not screw everything up, So with that, I would give him like a 8.5 because of the conditions that he has, and because sometimes when it comes to like heavy swarm from the enemy, you cannot just send anything in, because if you send anything in, then you messed up his skill. Okay, he's not perfect in all situation, but he could be used if your kingdom know what to do. Okay. Ark of Osiris. I think Ark of Osiris is very, very good. Like, very, very fast. Very, very nice. Nice amount of skill damage. Even though he do single skill damage, right? Even though his first skill is single DPS, but because of his very, very high skill damage increase, you can bring him with any other like AoE skill damage commander as second commanders, and you will be able to get a lot of value out of it. So He can also be used in rally as well. I think he's definitely one of the top commander right now in Ark of Osiris. If you guys watch some of the most recent OL match, you'll see people using Nevsky a lot. Nevsky and Joan the Arc Prime are definitely two most used commander right now in top tier OL match. Okay. Sunset Cannon. Sunset Cannon, he's also doing very well. Very, very tanky. Very, very nice amount of skill damage. As I mentioned, if you could put like a AoE skill damage commander behind him, they can dish out a lot of skill damage. And in Sunset Cannon, it also counted him as outside of land territory. So some of his skill, I think all of his skill work in there as well. So again, I would give him like a 9.5 in Sunset Cannon. Very, very good. So let's see the overall score here for him. Let's do a sum equal sum, yeah, 65.5. So Nevsky, let's go back here. Let's bring back to the Excel sheet here. So Nevsky is actually have a higher score than Joan of Arc Prime because he's a better garrison. He do better in terms of rally. Sea hopping, he also better. In terms of open field, Nevsky slightly less than Joan of Arc Prime. But in terms of 1v1, he is definitely the king of 1v1 right now. And Sunset Cannon slightly less than Joan of Arc Prime. For Ark of Osiris, the two commander are equal in terms of score. But if you're looking for like a commander that can do many things, like I think Nevsky right now, I think Nevsky is still the best choice. Or let's say if you are like a cavalry commander, you want to look for a commander that can do well on the field, looking for commanders that can get S in your city and do well in Ark of Osiris, all that things, like can do city hop sometime. I think Nevsky is better choice. Like I think Nevsky is still a better choice overall compared to Joan of Arc Prime. But like let's say if you just wanna focus on like open field only, I just want to get a very good commander for open field, then Joan of Arc Prime might be your choice, like the investment. Okay, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the videos, and thanks again for watching, guys. Peace.